Please ride with awareness. Look around you. Be aware of the surrounding. I think that one is more important. Hi, I'm Seah. I'm known as photographer. I'm a photographer and a content creator. I'm a driver for 20 years and a rider for 11 years. Basically, why I started this is because when I first got my 2B license and I was riding a Phantom, I don't even dare to lane split also. I am so afraid, even in corners, I'm very afraid, and I found that I do not have any reference. I have no videos or YouTube videos I can actually check out. So I actually try to overcome it, and then after that I create a video based on my experience to share with the new riders, to let them know that they are not alone. That's why I started Motographer. Usually I feel that is the distraction of the drivers and riders, also the passengers of the car. Because I notice a few drivers, they just cannot talk and drive at the same time. The driver will not be focused and riders, road users, pedestrians will be in danger. Nowadays, younger riders, they actually have distraction also. That's why sometimes they got into accident. But their distraction is very different. Their distraction is like, wow, now I achieved this, I need to show what I can do with my bike. That type of distraction. So sometimes I would tell new riders, when you ride in a convoy with friends, ride at your own pace. If people speed at the corner, does not mean you have to. So some of them did it and hurt themselves. Most overlooked, I feel, is the planning before you hit the roads. So most of them, right, they all will just think, okay, I'll just use my GPS and then I will just follow as and when where it goes. The problem with GPS is that in Singapore, sometimes GPS will lag, and when that happens, you might be already too close to the exit. So when that happens, you will see lots of people rushing to the left to the exit. So what happened was, at that time, before Grab and Uber has those type of PHV licensing, I was picked up by a 21-year-old, and then he was driving. Then after that, I see 500 meters to exit. He haven't changed lane. We are at the most right lane. Then at 300 right, then he changed all lanes. I was like, and I am a driver and a rider myself. I was shocked. I said, why would you do that? Oh, he said 500 meters still got time. At that point of time, I was like, oh man, I really need to come out with a video. So I actually did share a video, okay, while riding, how I plan, how I use GPS, and I also capture one rider nearly rear-ended a lorry because he was staring at his phone. The second one is the GPS. They did not set the GPS before they move off. So they set when they are moving off. When that happens, they are not focusing on the road again. I hope that people will plan ahead. I know we have some emergencies, but cannot be every time emergency. So I think this is very important to take note of. Talking about safety, as my helmet camera got front and back, and also I have a DVR installed on my bikes. Okay, so the reason is that why do I need my front and back camera on my bike versus my helmet? Well, because if something happens, the driver or other road users say you did not check blind spot. But if my helmet camera show that I did turn and you still do such a thing, well, it's 100% I can claim you already. Because it's not my fault. I can see. That's why I have all these cameras around. I will tell them to remove all distraction first. Reply email, reply WhatsApp. Okay, settle all this before they get onto the bike. Or maybe settle a call. Okay, do not settle when they are moving. Okay. But if they want to make a call, okay, during the drive, ensure they have their Bluetooth on. This is very important because you can get carried away and you might end up getting into accident. Riders, there are people who don't have intercom. Okay, of course, I would highly recommend to have intercom so that you don't need to shout. The pillion is trying to shout to the rider is also distracted. I find this habit has to be off the driver and riders. It's really very dangerous because just one problem, one slight mistake, right, will actually damage the life of the victim's family and also your own life. It's not worth it. So nowadays, I don't really tell people, go ride safe, go drive safe. I would tell them, please ride with awareness. Look around you, be aware of the surrounding. I think that one is more important.